Welcome back, friends. We are live from Lake Lucas out at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri, and we are so happy to be joined by Justin Schmidt, a racer that's going to be competing this weekend in the Diamond Drag Boat Nationals. Good morning, Justin. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you guys?
Doing great.
You seem so calm.
Yeah, well, we've had a good year so far this year. We're running for 2 associations this weekend for the points championship. Right now we got a pretty good lead, so I think if we go out and win first round, we're going to have a real good weekend and be really relaxed then.
So you said two different divisions?
Yeah, so this weekend you got the Kentucky Drag Boat Association and the Southern Drag Boat Association. So you got boats from Texas and all over the place running for those series. So it's a dual points deal. I think they said they got over 120 boats here, so big turnout.
Wow. Big turnout. And speaking of from all over the place, let's tell our viewers where you're from and at what age did you take in your first drag boat race?
So I'm from Smithton, Illinois, about 3.5 hours from here. I attended my first boat race when I was 4 days old at New Athens, Illinois, which was about 20 minutes from where I was born. So made it a little easier to make it to the track and that. But yeah, so since 4 days old, I've been kind of hooked.
Well, that is amazing. God bless your mama.
His mother is a saint. If mom's out there, 4 days old, you guys. Okay,
oh, she's here. Good.
Oh, yeah, whole family. Yeah.
Well, tell us about your history and your background getting into racing.
So yeah, my dad started, I guess, in the 80s, and then, brought me along. My grandpa raced for 10 years or so. I forget what year it was. When I turned 16, I started, and now my dad. We have 3 boats right now here this weekend. My dad, my brother, my sister, and then myself all drive. So.
Wow. He said sister.
And he said
Girl
sister.
Power. Girl
we love
power.
seeing all the females getting into this.
Yes. I was going to say, you mentioned 16 you started. Is there an age requirement to start doing these kinds of races?
So to be in a boat, you got to be 16 years old. You can start, I think it is 12 on a jet ski, which is a personal watercraft. And they got a class for that, and then you can move up from there.
So with so many family members racing, do you have to race against your family?
So for a couple years, me, my dad, and my brother all ran in the same class, Pro Eliminator. Since then, we've kind of stepped up our program. I got asked to drive for my friend Robert Lee's, and so we've been together for 4 years now. And my family bought a new boat, so. Actually, me and my brother are back to racing each other in the Pro Outlaw class.
Do you prefer that? Is it fun to compete, brotherly love?
Yeah, it is. We have a lot of fun with it. We've been able to line up in competition this year in the finals down in San Angelo, Texas, and Grove, Oklahoma. We lined up as well in the semifinals. I beat him in San Angelo, and he got me back in Grove, but. It's a lot of fun, Neither one of us cut each other any slack, and we're having a blast. So
this is kind of the determining. You won, he won. Now who's going to win this weekend?
Yeah. He's so I'm leading the Southern Drag Boat Association points, and he's in second. So there is a chance that I could lose the points championship to him, but I guess.
Well, now that we know you, we're rooting for you.
Up.
So you got 2 people cheering for you.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. I need all the fans I can get.
I'm curious, how do you decide which division or which class you're going to race in? Because you said you switched division or switched class. Is it depending on the boat?
Well, as far as what association you run with, you kind of pick and choose how much you want to travel. So for us, the farthest race right now that was on our schedule this year was a 14-hour drive for us to get there. So that's kind of how people base what they're going to run and how many times a year they want to go, Obviously, there's a lot of cost in it. Diesel fuel getting to the track and getting the boats there and feeding all the crew and everything. So, but yeah, we decided to run both series this year. So we've been, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri. So having a lot of fun.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Yes.
You can hear them starting the engines.
Yes.
They gentlemen start the engines. They're revving them up, guys. Don't go anywhere. We have so much more fun from Lake Lucas at Lucas Oil Speedway coming up right after this.